Welcome to another episode of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. This is Nintendo News Daily. That's right, we're bringing it back. Today's episode, we're going to be talking Switch sales, game sales. There's a lot in the news, and the Switch 2 is doing very well, so we're going to unpack that. Got some game updates, some game releases, kind of some review roundups, and we've also got some news on what is going on with this short from Nintendo called Close to You and what it actually is. So they only waited a day to spill the beans. So let's jump right into this. First up, we're going to be talking about an update to Chronos. The new Dawn Switch 2 update seemingly included big graphical improvements. Now, this comes to us via Nintendo Everything. And according to the article here, it says Chronos The New Dawn recently received an update. And if you own the Nintendo Switch 2 version, it looks like you'll be able to experience some big graphical improvements. There are a number of aspects that have been touched up here. There are reports of improvements to textures, LOD draw difference, distance, and lighting, fog, less light bleed. Also, Blooper Team fixed the item pickup highlight effect and time reversal effect. User SmetalDave64 shared a few screenshots of Chronos The New Dawn on Nintendo Switch 2 following the update, which you can see below. That sentence was totally written for SEO, by the way. On top of that, we have a few comparison screenshots of the old and the new Nintendo Switch 2 versions with PC. Note that the blue light indoors was not intended and was supposed to be dark, and the pixelated item pickup beam was also broken. And then lastly below, they have some of the, they have all of the show notes if you want, or show notes, the patch notes, if you want to see all of those. There's a lot. There's a lot. They are putting in some work. If you guys want full coverage of this, remember a few weeks ago, we had Attack the Backlog on. He has been streaming this game, absolutely loving it. Says it's his game of the year. So if you want more info on Chronos, go and check that out. I need to pick it up one of these days, but it is a super, super busy season. I'm going to be talking indie games. Thursdays are going to be our indie game like spotlight, and I'm going to be looking at Yooka-Laylee, and I think it's called Veil of the Witch. I think I have to check. I just got the code tonight. I got the code for Yooka-Laylee Replayly yesterday, and so I haven't even had a chance. I got it downloaded, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's running at about 30 FPS on Switch 2. And it is reviewing fairly well. There is a Switch 2 version if you are looking for that. And what I played of the game at PAX, I really, really enjoyed. So I have a feeling that this game will, it'll probably review well for me. So anyway, moving right along here, let's get into some other just quick news bites here. This is from Nintendo Life. It says Nintendo calls on Stranger Things star to promote its new Pokemon adventure for Switch 2. And I watched this commercial last night. It was kind of strange. It was kind of like almost filmed as if like your buddy was just filming you play Pokemon, and then somebody comes and talks to you, and like you're so involved in playing you don't really say much. That's kind of what it was like. The big takeaway from this is that there was a mega evolution for Greninja, which I guess is new. Again, forgive me for my lack of Pokemon knowledge. I'm working on it. I'm going to fix it. Don't you worry. And so I saw like a handful of like Pokemon YouTubers and creators that were pretty pumped about that, posting screenshots and whatnot. So kind of a strange ad. Cool to see such a big star doing an ad like this for Nintendo. It just was a little bit of a strange ad. Like there was hardly any lines, and it really felt it felt like watching a TikTok or something almost. Like there was not not a lot going on with it. So kind of strange. Regardless, hopefully it sells tons of copies of Pokemon Legends ZA, because I am absolutely loving this game, and I'm sure or love what I've played so far, and I cannot wait until it launches on the 16th. Taking a look at some other news here. This is interesting. Nintendo's out to get 4.5 million in damages from ongoing Switch piracy case. So there's an update to this article. Looks like, yeah, here we go. It says, in case you missed, if you cast your mind back to last November, you might recall Nintendo of America was on track to pick up another lawsuit when, after accused Switch pirate James Archbox Williams failed to plead or defend himself when called to do so in court. The case entered default, granting NOA the right to take full requested amount in damages as a result, though we didn't know what the final sum would be until now. That is, thanks for the heads up, at Oatmeal Dome. In an updated court document dated for the 24th of October 2025, Nintendo concludes that it is seeking $4.5 million in damages from Williams and a permanent injunction to prevent the defendant from piracy again. One section of the document reads as follows: NOA, Nintendo America, has been and continues to be damaged as a result and proximate result of Williams' conduct. NOA has reason to believe that Williams has engaged in the infringing and unlawful reproduction and distribution of hundreds or thousands of copyrighted Nintendo Switch games, and that through the various pirate shops, he has distributed or facilitated the distribution of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of unauthorized copies of Nintendo Switch games. NOA also expended and continues to expend significant resources to halt or stem video game piracy, including through developing, implementing, and updating its TPMs and policies and investigating reports of piracy such as Williams. This is insane. This is insane. This is the ninjas doing their absolute most damage, period. Like, for me, it's one of those things that I'm like, if you don't want these kind of problems, don't pirate. Like, don't pirate. That's it. That's it. Like, I know there are plenty of people that are probably against Nintendo on this one and like, oh, I can't, but like, literally, they're claiming hundreds of thousands of games. That is significant money. There's no question there. I do think they are very much trying to make an example, and they want to make it very clear that they are not to be messed with when it comes to piracy. They take this very, very serious. And who knows? As of right now, I don't think the Switch 2 has even been hacked. I'm not sure that you can, even if they can dump games onto the internet for Switch 2, I'm not sure if there's anything that can emulate them yet. So, and I think when it came to the Switch, that all that kind of stuff was figured out relatively fast. So they may be on the right track here to keep this from happening again. But either way, that is such a crazy amount of money. Crazy amount of money. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where do you guys stand on this? Let me know either on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you are consuming this. I would love to hear what you think. Now, Nintendo updated the animated short film Close to You with some familiar faces. We spent an hour last night almost on live going through this thing, like screen by screen. You guys have probably listened if you're listening to this one, and like we were just trying to figure out, we were having some fun speculating. It was Pikmin, which, I mean, it's really what I thought all along, especially like I pointed out in the video yesterday. If you saw that block being carried, it really did look like a Pikmin was carrying it. And sure enough, it was exactly how I envisioned it. And so the question still remains, what does this mean? What does this mean? So I saw some tweets, I want to say from like, maybe from Andre from Game Explain, saying that like, well, since Pikmin 4 was kind of a reboot, you know, what does that mean for the series going forward? They technically were not supposed to be around people because it was like somewhat like post-apocalyptic. And so now they're around people. They're obviously around people when it comes to Pikmin Bloom. I mean, they talk about how we can only see them with our smartphones, but they're everywhere around us. So I don't really know the lore. I don't really understand all of it, but I am curious on how it's all going to play out. My gut feeling that this has very little to do with a game, like a game release, and everything to do with the animation studio, and they're just showing us their baby steps on what is to come. That's literally all I think we're seeing here. I think it is. I think, like I said yesterday, that it is very much this the Pixar route, and they're just showing that they are taking baby steps with the animation studio, and that we can expect more from them. They clearly have their chops, which is great, and I do look forward to seeing more from from Nintendo Animation. Like I'm really really looking forward to it. The short was adorable. The way that the Pikmin looked this morning, I was so confused. I did the same thing again. Yesterday, I saw the short on Nintendo Today, and I went, "What is this?" Didn't even didn't even bat an eye at it. Just skipped it. And then today, I'm like, "Oh, they're still showing the same thing. That's weird. Usually everything updates." No, it had updated. I just really was not expecting it to only be a day later. And immediately, if you watch, you can see a green leaf from a Pikmin's head immediately under the crib from like right after the scene changes, after the camera's looking through the window. I was like, oh, there's a Pikmin right there before it even, before you could see a full Pikmin. That leaf was very, very clear. And I was like, oh yeah, they went full on with Pikmin. So who knows what the future holds for these animations? What are they going to do? They clearly broke the internet with just one little short, but hopefully this is the beginning of something amazing, something more, and we have some cool stuff to look forward to. Let me know your thoughts again in the comments, and we are going to get into our third and final topic. Before we do, I want to let you guys know that it is Elgato week. They have announced so much cool stuff. Head on over to n64josh.com/Elgato, and you can use coupon code N64Josh at checkout. The way you hear my voice right now, guys, my air conditioning is running and my girlfriend just started vacuuming. So you don't hear any of that thanks to Elgato and the magic that they do behind the scenes. Their software is now this voice software is now going to be available to everybody, not just Elgato hardware. You can use it with any hardware. So highly, highly recommend it. Go and check it out. Again, n64josh.com/Elgato, and coupon code is Elgato. Now, let's go ahead and get to our main topic. All right. Well, all kinds of sales numbers are coming in. We are taking a look at the top best selling games in the US for 2025. Circana has released a listing of the top 10 best-selling games in the US for the month of August 2025. After it was number 3 previously, Donkey Kong Bonanza slips to number 7. New titles on the list include Demon Slayer and Story of Seasons. Okay, so going through the list here, we've got NBA 2K26, Madden NFL 26, Mafia: The Old Country, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, EA Sports College Football, Gears of War Reloaded, Donkey Kong Bonanza, EA Sports MVP Bundle, EA Sports Kickoff Bundle, Demon Slayer, Minecraft, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Grand Theft Auto 5, Helldivers 2, Forza Horizon 5, Grounded, WWE 2K25, Hogwarts Legacy, Story of Seasons, and Red Dead Redemption 2. So interesting. Some very interesting games in this list. And I think what a lot of people are wondering about is where's Mario Kart World? Why isn't it on this list? From my understanding, these are physical games, not digital. So anything that was packaged in the Switch 2 bundle would not be included in this list, which is why you aren't seeing it here. Now, best-selling games as of August 2025 in the US on Nintendo platforms. Here we go. Madden NFL starts out strong. We're still looking at Nintendo everything. Donkey Kong Bonanza, number 1. Madden NFL 26, Story of Seasons, number 3. Number 4, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now, I assume that's the Switch 2 version, but we don't know based on this article here. Hogwarts Legacy, that game they've been pushing that game on sale a ton. That game, I picked that game up for like $13, I think, or $11. Like it was not, it was discounted significantly early on in the Switch 2's life. Kirby in the Forgotten Land, which I love to see. You guys ready for this? Mario Kart 8. That's right. Mario Kart 8. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, here's that note that Nintendo published games do not include digital data. Only physical sales are factored in. In case you missed it, you can find the overall top 20, which we just looked at. So when it comes to Nintendo games, we're only seeing physical. We are not seeing digital. And I think that's saying something. We do know that, Madden was bestseller for a while on Switch 2. Hogwarts has been near the top of the list. I'll even take a quick peek right now and let you guys know what is currently on the eShop. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild have both been there. Kirby has been there, right? Mario Kart 8 still doing numbers in the US. I do wonder where, do you guys think, I feel like it would be crazy for that game to break 70 million. But I mean, if it hits 70, it'd have to be a little over 75 million, closer to 80 million. That would be half of the OG Switch install base, which to me is bonkers. It's just crazy. So looking at the Switch 2 list right now, you've got Hades at number 1, Final Fantasy Tactics at number 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza at number 3, Silksong at number 4, FC26 at 5, Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV is at number 6, and Mario Kart as number 7. Zelda is still on here. Breath of the Wild is at number 8, Madden at number 9, Cyberpunk at 10, Star Wars at 11, Tears of the Kingdom at 12. The Donkey Kong bundle is at 13. Hogwarts is at 14, and the deluxe edition is at 15. So there you go. Those are your current bestsellers mixed with what was going on in August. It's still crazy to me to see Mario Kart 8 in that mix. Something to keep in mind when it comes to Mario Kart World, the install base is close to, or is at least when the early numbers, 97%. I think that number is going to start to increase this month, as we start to see more Switch 2s flying off the shelves with the release of Pokemon Legends ZA, and the fact that they have a Switch 2 console that is going to have the game bundled with it. I think that's where we're going to start seeing some separation from the install base of Mario Kart, but it also puts more Switches in the wild, or Switch 2s in the wild. So come the holidays, there could be more sales of Mario Kart World, which I don't doubt is going to happen. Still hoping, fingers crossed, that we are going to see some DLC roadmap for that game in the very near future. I'm really, really hoping that happens. Now, let's talk Nintendo Switch 2 sales. And this is wild, you guys. Switch 2 sales hit 2.4 million in the US, ahead of Switch 1 and the PS4. The August 2025 gaming sales report is in from the United States, and as part of that, we are hearing Nintendo Switch 2 sales have hit 2.4 million. Nintendo's new console is now 5% ahead of the previous record setting pace of PlayStation 4. Sony systems sold 2.2 million units during the 3 months ending in January 2014. Also, Nintendo Switch 2 unit sales are trending 77% ahead the time aligned sales of the time aligned of Switch 1, which was previously 75% after 2 months. So numbers are up. Sales are up, which is crazy compared to Switch 1. In August, I mean, they already were, but they're up even more. In August, hardware spending in the United States was up 32% year over year to 312 million. That increase is thanks to Nintendo Switch 2. The platform offset double-digit percentage declines across uh, each of the PlayStation 5, uh, Xbox Series X, and Switch 1. That's not all from today's sales report. In case you missed it, we have a look at the best-selling games across the platforms, which we already looked at. So again, this article coming from Nintendo Everything, but the Switch 2 is selling like crazy. And we have not even hit the holidays. We haven't hit Pokemon. I have a feeling this month is going to be probably as crazy as next month. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't continue to see that 77% increase through the holidays. I think we'll finally see a slowdown come January, but who knows? We have Final Fantasy could potentially be move sales, move Switch 2s just because it's Final Fantasy 7 on the go. And I am seriously looking forward to that game. So it's going to be interesting to see when or if these numbers start to decline much. They they are moving this console, and I love to see it, honestly. Like, this has been I think it's been one of the best launches. I wish there was a new Zelda game, but it's not possible. I only say that because I just had so much fun with Breath of the Wild when it launched on Switch 1. But I mean, I've been having a blast with Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been going back and playing older games too. I've currently been playing Super Mario Sunshine, and I've been playing what else have I been playing? I've been playing uh, Galaxy since those released on Switch 2. And also amazing games. And I'm still plugging away at Smash, Mario Kart, um, even some Pokemon because I want to start learning competitive, as you guys heard from the show earlier today. And it's just it's been such a fun time. And whether I'm playing brand new stuff or even going back and playing stuff on NSO, I've been doing Mario Golf 64. I've just been having a great time. And I've been seeing the crazy thing today on Twitter alone. I saw multiple people posting that they got their Switch 2s for the first time. And I don't mean I'm talking at least three different people saying they got their Switch 2s today and that they're having a great time with Donkey Kong or whatever game that they're playing. And it it honestly is just such a fun time to be a Nintendo gamer. It seems like there is so much stuff out there. Third party support is going strong, which you just absolutely love to see. And it's just an exciting time between your killer indies like Hades and Silk Song, Yuka Replay, and many more to bigger titles. Like, I know not a lot of people have talked about Daemon X Machina, but the demo was fantastic. I really, really, really enjoyed that game. The only reason I don't have it is because I'm like, there's so much to play, and I wanted to leave some gifts, possible gift ideas for my girlfriend for Christmas. So that's literally the reason I haven't picked it up yet. But I told her, hey, this is one that I would like to get. So I will review it once I finally get it. It's just obviously going to be a ways out. So I will be picking it up. But there has just been so many stellar titles. Still picking up and playing Madden when I can. Or we still got our league going. That's been a ton of fun. And so the trick for me right now, the goal is just to keep building community and keep having fun. And so to wrap up, I'm going to let you guys know about a new series that I'm started called the Mario Drive. And what it is I'm getting together with creators and we are playing Mario Golf, whether it be 64 or Super Rush. And we are, and I might check and see if the Game Boy games work. They might work as well, and so we might play one of those depending on what the other person has available. But the idea is that it's going to be something similar to comedians in cars getting interviewed, where we play a low key, not too intense game. It's golf. We can take turns, so talking won't be too difficult. And then the front nine is going to be all about their journey with Nintendo, and then the back nine is going to be all about their journey with content creation, and it's also going to be live. So chat is going to be able to super chat. The highest super chat will get to pick our clubs for that hole. The you can also ask questions and take over the topics, and there's going to be some other fun surprises too, like if we hit a hole in one, maybe there's something that's going to happen there. So just so much fun with the main goal of just I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy games. I want to bring people along the ride of just enjoying games. I'm just so sick of the negativity, right? I'm so tired of seeing so many people just seem like they're so miserable when it's like we get to play video games. That in of itself is a privilege, and we get to play games. We get to chat about games together, and I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting, and I just want to make gaming fun again. I'm also going to encourage chat to join us, play along with us, and there may be the opportunity for like the top super chatter to jump in some of these games also. Like it's just going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to that first episode. And it's with Nico, who you guys heard earlier today in the Pokemon show. So thank you guys so much for listening and being a part of this journey with me. I appreciate all of you so very much, and I hope you guys are ready for tons of shows. Make sure not only to subscribe on YouTube, but we could use reviews on Apple and Spotify as well. And just really really excited for the future and all the great games we got coming out this holiday season. Pokemon, Kirby Air Riders, Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4, also depending, I mean, not as outside of Nintendo as of right now, but you got Battlefield 6. I hear the Call of Duty beta has been doing very well. It's a lot of fun stuff to play. And so I'm going to try to play as much of it as I can. Of course, if you guys got any comments, any questions, anything like that, you can hit me up in the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. You can also hit me up on X at n64josh, and I'm n64josh, literally all the places. So would love to connect with you guys there. Thanks again for listening, and remember to play it loud.